da, da, da. Okay. Right, please. I think I'm gonna go with door 8. Okay, 8 it is. Yeah. Alright then, that means June's gotta go for... What? Why? Yeah, good question, woman. Why? What? Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself and finally began to explain. The 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind. There's only 3 ways we can do it. Plan A. Go through 7 with 3, 5, 8, and go through 8 with 4, 6, 7. Plan B. Go through 7 with 4, 5, 7, and go through 8 with 3, 6, 8. Plan C. Go through 7 with 3, 6, 7, and go through 8 with 4, 5, 8. And that's it. Those are our only options. In other words, 3 and 4, and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now. Until to finish, June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up in the corners of her eyes. Oh no! You're saying we aren't going to see each other again for a long time? Junpei felt just as June did, and he wanted to be by her side for whatever trials they would be preparing to face. Oh, boy! But he knew if they were to survive, they'd have to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. Thankfully. I can't stand her. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile. Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never going to see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like we went into the 4 and 5 doors. Remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that. You mean they're connected somewhere? Yeah. Probably. She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected. I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere. Why? What makes you think so? If they don't connect, neither team could get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. Damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun for as long as possible. He's not going to win this game until we get through 9 door. June said nothing. Tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked up at Junpei. He met them. With what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to see each other again. I promise. June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod. Yes. Promise? Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment, like the little shit he is. You guys are done, right? He stretched and continued. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 7, and Clover can take 8. Yeah, figured as much. Any problems with that, Clover? Clover looked away, and was silent for a moment. Whatever. It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care. Alright, we're ready to go then. Let's move. At Santa's command, the group split, and headed for their respective doors. Santa, 7, and June walked towards door 7, while Clover, Lotus, and Junpei headed to door 8. I'm going to kill Lotus, and I'm going to enjoy it. For a long moment they stood in front of the door. then Lotus laid her hand against her chest, turned to Junpei and Clover. Are you ready? Yeah. Yes. Then, shall we go? The door had opened. A narrow hallway stretched out before them. Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But he was about to step over the threshold. He stopped. He looked to his left, towards door 7. June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She had somehow morphed into a man. They weren't about to question this, though. She turned and looked towards him. Their eyes met. They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds. Then someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. He heard the sound of a numbered door slam shut behind him. Oh shit! His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep. 81 seconds left. Hurry. Lotus snapped at him and ran to the dead. Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could. Oh, that was quick. Phew! It stopped. With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Clover, however, was calm. Aloof, perhaps. Pointless. She muttered to herself without emotion, and began to walk down the hallway, leaving behind a confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mixture of frustration and curiosity. What an unpleasant girl. I bet she's not very popular with the boys. Her sarcasm seemed a little bit more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl. After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed. The hallway made a number of turns before at last coming to a dead end. Set into the wall on the left side was a large iron door. For a few minutes they stood in front of the door examining it. Above the door was a plate with the word Laboratory engraved on it. Oh, labs! Brilliant! A laboratory, huh? Doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place. Me neither, but there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choice. Junpei. Huh? Peace, you first, you bitch. You should send your tits in first to be like an inflatable meat shield. Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect. Gah. Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear there was no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. I don't trust you behind me. The room they found themselves in was divided into 2 separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into that wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division. Junpei walked to the window and looked through. What the hell? He wasn't sure what else to say. In the centre of the room, shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table. That looked so creepy. Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up next to him. You don't think that thing is gonna suddenly sit up or something, do you? Well, I don't know. I mean, look at those cables sticking out of it. You pressed the wrong button, but no. Stop it. Just thinking about it is terrifying. She was gripping her arms, the knuckles in her hands white. It was then that Junpei noticed Clover. She was still standing near the entrance to the room. Her face had the appearance of calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad. There was something almost pitiful about it. Junpei walked over to her and, as kindly as he could, spoke. Are you okay? Clover looked away. What are you talking about? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet. What? I can't be quiet if I want to? No, I mean, of course you can, I just... Okay then, if I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay? Come on, you know I can't do that. We've got to work together. Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment, then suddenly... Junpei, you just don't get it! Her cry took Junpei by surprise and he stumbled backwards a few steps, alarmed. My brother's not the kind of person who would just leave me behind. Something happened to him. Something bad. Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus, jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned towards them. What happened? Clover's eyes slid to Lotus and then back to Junpei. Just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone. Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, Clover began to walk quickly away. Hey! Wait, Clover! Hold on! He might as well have been talking to a wall, for all the notice she took of his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for a doorway cut in the wall in front of her. Oh, this is going to end bad. Not even slowing down, she passed through the doorway. Oh, I thought as much. You stupid bitch. And without warning, the iron gate fell from the ceiling like a portcullis, sealing Clover in. What the heck? What's going on here? You were stupid? Bad things happen. Correlation? I think there is. Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could. Hang on. I'll get it open. Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. In a moment, Lotus joined him. Three of them pulled as hard as they could, but... Damn it, it's not moving. Wait, are you just going to give up? Just like that? No, I'm not giving up. There's got to be another one of Zero's puzzles. If it is, then there's got to be a way to open it. Junpei nodded. Just what I was thinking. Now all we got to do is find it. Lotus and I can look around here. Clover, you're going to have to see if you can find anything in there. Oh yes, I'm on it. Oh, now she's cooperative! Stupid fucking bitch. Seek a way out and to save the pink-haired idiot. Oh, hello, lab. La la la. Oh! A whole bunch of steel lockers. 9 on the right with all little red lights on them. Red lights, huh? Well, can't hurt to give these babies a try. Yep, just as I thought. Locked tight. All 9 of them. I wonder if there's anything important in there. Who cares? Cardboard box. There are some papers and stuff in it. What's in the box? Looks like it's quite full. As far as I can tell, it's a bunch of notes about some kind of experiments. But it's all really technical and stuff. I don't really get it. Oh. I can only open the one. I'm disappointed. No. Oh, hello. Computer! It's the computer. Power isn't on. Well, there is a power button. This is a waste of time. What? I don't see a power cable. Oops. Yeah, you're right. No power cable. This thing isn't even connected to a main computer, though. It's got a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, but that's it. Just sticking a power cable isn't going to do anything. Oh, I don't know about that. Huh? What do you know that I don't? What's these? This is a keyhole. It looks like a keyhole for the activation key. I don't have an activation key! Are you an activation key? There's a bunch of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. I could say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The one on top. I think it's a power cable. A power cable, huh? I'll take that. Well, what do you know? What's you? Various standard bits of equipment. I wonder what this cable is connected to. Okay, one side of this thing is in the room with us. The other side extends into the laboratory where Clover is. In other words, the console in front of us is connected to the device in the laboratory. Laboratoire Garnier. This looks like the control for some kind of electronic lock. Red light is on. And it's got to be locked. There's a green light just below it. Although that one isn't lit. I bet it'll turn on if we can unlock it, right? Yes, but how are we going to unlock it? There's no keyhole, no card reader, and no keyboard for putting in the password. I have no idea. Well, aren't you helpful? Clover! Junpei! Do something, please! How about you get pissed? Quick! Figure out how I'm gonna get out of here! I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it is all black. There's a pen lying over there. I think someone probably used it to make the table black. What black bit? Well, if they only used pen on one part of it, there's probably something underneath all that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is a permanent marker. Junpei, do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker? Erase ink from a permanent marker, huh? Just give me a second, Clover. I'll be right back. I'm looking at the mannequin. This looks like an examination table. There's a creepy mannequin. Oh, here. Take it. Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off that permanent ink with it. What am I going to wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Kidding. Just kidding. Please don't look at me like that. You're scaring me. What? What? Maybe there's something in here. There's paper, maybe? Clover, can you use the cloth on the table? Oh, yay! Soak it in ethanol, and then use it to wash off the stuff from the permanent marker. Okay? Right, okay. So I've got to soak the cloth with the ethanol. Don't breathe it in! Wait, she's got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of the ethanol. Oh, childproof cap. And when she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Hello? Soak the cloth in the ethanol and... Junpei! It's working! It's wiping the permanent ink off! Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all that permanent ink. What's the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. Can't you take a look at the fucking... Oh! I wonder what this is. There's a bunch of numbers and some kind of grid. I can't see it from here. Clover, you've got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and then hand them to me through the bars? Okay. Roger. Give me the fucking... Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. Paper with numbers on it are quiet. New material has been added to the file screen. Clover's note. Huh? I don't get it. Is it something to do with this? The control device for the electronic lock. There's no way to put in the password though. If we want to open this door, I bet we need to do something somewhere else. Oh good. What about that light? This looks like the control for an electric door lock. There's a red light on the display, that means it's locked. If we can get that light to turn green, then maybe we can get Clover back. Well, that helps. Anything on here? It's a really old type of keyboard. I think this thing's supposed to power that machine in the other room. Well, it doesn't appear to be doing much of that. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. Well, with a key! But how do I get a key? Well, I guess that's all there is. These lockers are a little larger than the ones on top. Let's see if there's anything useful in it. No, nothing. Window made of really thick glass. I don't even think a bullet could break it. Stop it. Ah, wrong window. Is it on the mannequin? There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something. What the hell are they doing in there? Huh? Why is she all quiet now? Are they doing experiments on humans? Probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. Huh? Well, take wires from mannequin. There's a mannequin lying on the exam table. I can't really see it very well from here, but it looks like there are a bunch of electrodes sticking out of its head. Take electrodes! I think this thing is a monitor for whatever experiment they were running here. There's a bunch of stuff on here, like resistance value and voltage. Power's off, so there's nothing on it right now. Take sink. I wonder what they washed here. There are these weird coloured stains all over the sink. That would be blood, my dear. I've got the scribblings from the table already. What about this? It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff off the cables. I can see the wires inside. Take platform. Take floor. Take grid. I guess the drain is for water, huh? Well, there's nothing there. Take light. Take air conditioner. I wonder what this is. This thing here looks like a voltmeter. Is the control for that? Gosh, there's so many dials. Why don't you try turning one of them? Nope, nothing. There's no power here, guys. I turned the dial up a whole bunch, but even though I can turn all the switches on, nothing happens. Huh. The monitor. There are a whole lot of cables under this table. Is there anything unusual on that machine? I don't know, you know. There are a bunch of cords hanging from the bottom of it. Jeez, there's a lot of cords. It looks like they all go over here to the mannequin's head. So the device and the mannequin are connected. What the hell were they doing in here? Oh man, back when this lab was active, that wasn't a mannequin in there, I bet. It was a real live human on that table. I wonder what... No, I don't want to think about that. Check mannequin! It's definitely a power cable. Do you remember we ran out of anything that didn't have power? Yes, we did! Mwah! Mwah! The monitor doesn't have a power cable, so end of the cable needs to be connected to the monitor, and the other end is plugged in under the desk. Alright, it's just... Huh? Oh shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not going to fit, that's what I'm saying. In other words, we're going to need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs. That's right. Maybe there's one in the head. Lots of connectors. Connecty woman thing. Check mannequin head. The mannequin looks so sad. I gotta admit, I'm starting to feel kind of sorry for it. Pull out connectors from mannequin head. Hey Clover, how are the power cables over there? Huh? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. Stupid woman. I guess she does have to kind of crouch down to get a look from under there. The cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it! Okay, can you unplug that cable and bring it over here? Okay, but... Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Damn it, that's no good then. Oh, how about just the plug? What? The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector? Yes! That's the sort of thing that makes a plug with 3 metal thingies into a plug with 2 metal thingies. It's an adapter! Sweet! Still useless? Not useless! Not useless at all! It's just what we were looking for. Okay. Can you hold on for a little bit? And back down she goes. Alright. Unplugged. I'll hand it to you over the bars, okay? Christ, this one's not so much thinking as much click everything. Here you go. The 2-prong plug. Thanks. Combine! Okay, put the 2-prong plug onto the head with the power cable. Useless bitch. Computer. Alright, I've got this 2-prong power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. Under the desk I go. Let's just plug this thing into the monitor. And... Alright, that'll have to do it. Alright, let's turn the power on. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic, coming from Miss Bitch Tits. You may push the button on the front of the monitor. With a soft hum, it turned on.